Exclusive Wall Street Journal report that has prompted intense reaction from around the world. 2 years after President Obama pledged to stop spying on friendly heads of state, the Wall Street Journal has learned that the White House continued to monitor some of its allies, including Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Joining us is one of the reporters who broke this news, WSJ National Security Correspondent Adam Entous. Adam, thanks for being here. I want to talk about the massive global reaction to your story. First, how did the White House react?
Well, the White House, as is expected, publicly said that it's declining to comment on intelligence matters. And then, as is typical of their response to stories like this, they wanted to reaffirm the strength of the relationship with Israel, which is what they did, which is what you'd expect in a case involving a story involving the National Security Agency.
Well, and then Israel responded to your piece saying it may file a formal protest demanding that the U.S. stop surveillance immediately. It doesn't sound like they're saying the relationship is great right now, but if they do move forward with that, would a protest like that have any legal bearing?
Not really, and you know, I would assume that they won't bother to file that protest. This is sort of similar to Angela Merkel, the German chancellor's response when she learned in 2013 that her cell phone was being targeted by the NSA. There's a bit of irony in the statement coming out of Tel Aviv in that U.S. officials and Israeli officials acknowledge that they do conduct their own espionage. The Israelis say it's not directly targeting the United States, but American officials consider Israel to be among, if not the most aggressive ally that spies on the United States. So the response from the Israeli side rankles U.S. intelligence officials and U.S. counterintelligence officials because they say Israel is doing much the same.
Well, you mentioned that Israel is a close ally, and I want to bring up a statement from President Obama in 2014. The president said this: "The leaders of our close friends and allies deserve to know that if I want to know what they think about an issue, I'll pick up the phone and call them rather than turning to surveillance." So why did the White House continue to spy on the leaders of Israel and Turkey, among others, and how did they determine who was fair game to keep spying on?
When Obama said publicly that he would call them, what he meant was that he would do that. The point of collecting intelligence on any leader, whether it's a friend or a foe, is to find out what that leader is saying behind the scenes, not to your face. And to make sure that there's no disconnect between the public rhetoric or even the private conversations between leaders and what a foreign leader, including Bibi Netanyahu, might say when he's talking to a Republican in Congress, for that matter, or when he's talking to another foreign leader, a European leader that the U.S. might no longer be targeting, even though they're targeting Bibi.